stand. Court's now back in session. You may be seated.
All counsel present, defendants present. As I mentioned a minute ago, I've been advised they've arrived at a verdict. Back at all, you give your book back. Now, we'll have the jury come in shortly and receive the verdict. If there's not a verdict or conviction on count one as charged, the first-degree murder allegation, of course, I'll have the clerk publish the verdict, and I'll be happy to poll the jury. If the state or defense requests polling, I'll be happy to do it. If neither the state nor the defense requests polling, I won't do it without being asked. Then once that's done, I'll read the instruction upon discharge of jury 4.2, thank the jury for their service and release them. If, on the other hand, there is a conviction of first-degree murder as alleged in count one of the indictment, I will instruct the jury to return next Wednesday at 10 a.m. For penalty phase proceedings. I will admonish him not to speak to anyone about the case, read or listen to any media accounts until after their deliberations are finished. I will also, even if there's a conviction and count one is alleged, will accept the verdicts on counts 2, 3, and 4, and I'll be happy to poll the jury if either side requests it. Now, if nobody requests polling, I won't do it. If either side requests it, I will. Now, before they come in, I don't want anybody in here making any comments to anyone. I don't want anybody in here making any gestures to anyone. I don't want anybody in here showing any type of approval, disapproval in any way to either Mr. Tisdale, his lawyers, the state's lawyers, and certainly not the jury while court's in session. I think y'all can understand why. I don't want any of that going on in here. Please. If anyone feels they can't comply with that, I understand that. You need to step out now, please, before they come in. I don't want anybody making gestures, comments, displaying any type of emotion or inappropriate behavior in here, or you'll find out how truly unsympathetic I can get. Okay. State ready to have them come in? Defense ready to have them come in, Mr. Klein? Okay. You ready to publish? Okay. We're ready. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Thank you all for bearing with us. Ms. Randa, I understand you've been selected as a foreperson. And I've been advised y'all have arrived at a verdict. Okay, if you'll hand the form there to Ms. Yvonne for me, please. Verdict appears to be in proper form and signed and dated by Ms. Aranda, our foreperson. If you publish it, please omitting the caption.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Eriese Tisdale, to count 1, guilty of first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer as charged in the indictment. We, the jury, find beyond a reasonable doubt that during the commission of the crime, the defendant, Eriese Tisdale, discharged a firearm, and as a result of the discharge, death was inflicted upon Gary Morales. Discharged a firearm, actually possessed a firearm. As to count 2, guilty of aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer as charged in the indictment. We, the jury, find beyond a reasonable doubt that during the commission of the crime, the defendant, Eriese Tisdale, actually possessed a firearm. As to count 3, guilty of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon as charged in the indictment. We, the jury, find beyond a reasonable doubt that during the commission of the crime, the defendant, Eriese Tisdale, actually possessed a firearm. As to count 4, guilty of fleeing and eluding licensed hours as charged in the indictment. So saving all this first day of October 2015, Irene Aranda, foreperson.
All right, thank you. Do either counsel wish the jury to be polled?
No, sir.
State defense. Thank you. Members of the jury, my polling the juries, I'll simply ask you if the verdict that was just published or read by the clerk was your verdict. If that was your verdict, if you would please say yes. If it was not your verdict, if you would please say no, and I'll do my best to pronounce your names properly. Mr. Graffinino, was that your verdict?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ms. Lloyd, was that your verdict?
Yes.
Mr. Kirby, was that your verdict?
Yes.
Mr. Moulton, was that your verdict?
Yes.
Ms. Aranda, was that your verdict, ma'am?
Yes.
Ms. Lauk, was that your verdict, ma'am?
Yes.
Ms. Stottlemyre, was that your verdict, ma'am?
Yes.
Ms. Curtis Moore, was that your verdict, ma'am? Mr. Denmark, was that your verdict, sir?
Yes,
Mr. Rivera, was that your verdict, sir?
Yes.
Ms. Gettler, was that your verdict, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Arca DePayne, is that your verdict, ma'am?
Yes.
The records reflect all 12 answered yes. All right, I'm going to have you all return Wednesday at 10 a.m. for the penalty phase proceedings on count 1. Between now and then, please do not discuss this case with anyone, nor allow anyone to discuss it in your presence or fix any opinions as to the merits of the case until you hear all the evidence, the arguments of the lawyers, and instructions that I'll give you at that time. Do not listen or read any media accounts, and please do not visit any of the places described in the evidence. You all are going to be free to go. If you'll come back Wednesday at 10 a.m. to the jury assembly room, we'll proceed to that matter. But thank you all very much. Please don't discuss this case with anyone or read any listening media accounts. Okay, thank you. You all are free to go now. Please come back Wednesday at 10 a.m. Somebody walk. Okay, y'all please get done with as best you can what you can get done. If there's any issues, let me know. We'll proffer Dr. Cunningham, what did I say? Tuesday morning,
What time do you order?
8:45. And then we'll,
8:45 you said?
yeah, and we'll try and get Dr. Gabarino on the phone. Maybe we can depose, or not depose him, but proffer his testimony on the phone Tuesday afternoon. Okay. And I don't want anybody approaching this jury until they're discharged, please. Please do not approach this jury until they're discharged. Okay, thank you all very much. Yeah, have them call the alternates, have them here Wednesday at 10 a.m. Okay? Okay, thank you all very much. We'll see you next week.
No,